Hello everyone watching, welcome back to my Sonic Omens any percent no pause buffer guide. Today we are at episode 3 and we're going to look into episode 3 including White Jungle, Tree Palace and Waterfall Chase. Timestamps and important links will be in the description, and I'll also have my input display at the bottom right corner. And this tutorial is intended for people who are familiar with the basic gameplay of Sonic Omens, so I won't be explaining basic stuff. And if you want to learn the full game, make sure to check out the playlist that has all the episodes in order for you to enjoy and learn from. So, with all that being said, we're going to jump into episode 3. I guess that was the wrong episode. No, it wasn't. Never mind. I think. It's just show shadow. No. Correct episode. Good. White Jungle. So in White Jungle, you normally go down this way. However, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to have two options. You can either boost off here, which is a little bit harder, a little bit tighter. Not really that much though. But the safer option is just to go up here and boost off here. And then you can homing attack onto this grind reel. And then when you get to that capsule there, then you'll want to jump off and make your way over to this tree trunk over here. This one here. There's one going down. And then there's one going like up. And this is the one you want to land on here. So you want to land over here. And what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to boost up this trunk here. And you're going to want to like, not boost directly up here, but you're going to want to boost and then like align yourself to be on the side of it. So you're boosting on the side of it. And then when you get far enough up, which again, with practice, you'll learn when you're far enough up and when you aren't, you're going to want to jump off and then jump all the way over here to around the end of the level. Something to mention is that there's actually a death plane that you can hit, which I'm going to show if you don't get high enough. So if you are like here, right, and you are here, let's say you start boosting around like here, you're going to hit a death plane there. You don't want that to happen. So, you don't want to jump off too early, because then you're going to hit that death plane. You're going to want to jump like around here. So if you land on this tree trunk here, I can kind of show, you see, when you get around above this tree trunk here, when you're on this, the tree trunk you're running on, when you get above this one I'm standing on here, the one that curves around, when Sonic is above that, in terms of height, on that tree trunk there, that's when you want to jump off and turn the camera around and aim yourself over here between that large trunk there and that stone wall there. That's where you want to go. I don't know if I have enough boost to show it, but let's see. So yeah, this is where you want to go, over here, and then you can land here. So if you don't have enough boost, I recommend you land here and then just, take either this or do a slight jump boost, but be careful because you might bonk your head onto this. In general, be careful because you can very easily bonk your head onto this, so either be way above it or try to land here, and then you can like either slight jump boost or homing attack this. Homing attack is the easier option, but you can also just slide jump boost and then land over here. Once you're here, you want to slide jump boost and just get your way over here. If you have any boost left, you can use that. And then you see this enemy here, this guy here that I'm aiming on right now, that I'm following, he's going to be over there, usually, when you're here. He's going to be over here. You just hit one of these enemies, and then you immediately boost, because you get immediate boost from it, and you can go over and hit the gold ring. So, if I show it without hitting the gold ring, boom, that's how you do it. So, real quick, gonna show the faster way at the start here. You have that way over there, but you can also just go straight this way. However, if you just go up here, you're not going to have enough distance always to get it over here. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you'll end up being like down here and you can barely not make it. So, an important thing to remember for this faster version here is try to aim like up here. Like try to make sure Sonic is like going up. So I usually aim for like here. And then you can easily make it over here. But again, you need to be pretty good with the movement in this game in order to do that. And you will get, eventually from speedrunning it, you will learn to control this game so it feels completely natural and you're just basically like running around like feeling in complete control usually most of the time. But at the very start, it's going to be a little bit hard, a little bit off, maybe. And the other trick might be a little bit easier because you have more height to mess up with. So, yeah. So when all this is done fast... Oh yeah, also mention, if you land down on this trunk, do not worry, you can land down here. It's not over. You can either boost and jump up here, or you can just go up over here, and then you can just bounce 3 times, and then you're up here, and you're good to go. So, let me just show how this looks fast. Maybe real quick, just, you know, show you that you want to make sure you go on the side of the trunk. On the side. Because if you go into the trunk, the game kind of like automatically directs you around the trunk a bit, but you can also end up, you know, going like too much to this side and you bonk. But the game will actually slightly like just, you know, realign you to actually go to the side. Again, with practice, you will be able to, you know, do this much more smoothly and controlled. So, let's see how this level looks when done fast. It is incredibly fast. It is just, you go up here, you go over here, you can homing attack on this, jump here. When you reach that, you go over here. You can double jump to realign yourself. You jump here, make your way over here. You can dash here to keep the momentum from your boost. Hit this guy, boost, and boom. That's the level. And yeah, you can usually get around under 20 seconds when you get good at that. So that is White Jungle. Very, very fast. We skip it almost in... We skip the entire stage. It's very fast. For Tree Palace here, you do not want to mash F to skip cutscene. Because if you do... If you mash to skip this cutscene, I'm going to show what happens. The game is actually just going to not load the cutscene, and you're just stuck, and you can't move, or anything. And you have to restart, and you're losing time. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wait a little bit when you start noticing the cutscene starts, which you can either hear with the music, or if you have subtitles on, you can see the subtitles. You can see that the stage slightly fading in. You know, when you're here, boom. That's when you can skip. Like, that was almost instant. That was a little bit too fast, maybe. Like, you know, you just have to wait a little bit. Like, boom. You don't even have to see Sonic. You just have to wait a little bit, like a half second. Half second is enough. Just make sure you wait, and don't immediately tap it. So, when you've done that, what you want to do is you want to come over here, and you're going to want to go down to this trunk here sticking out of the side here. So we're going to want to go here. You can use one boost here to get down here. And when you're on here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you align Sonic so that he's like facing, like he's like diagonally, like, you know, tilting. You know, if you're straight here, it's not gonna work. So what we're doing here, what this trick we're gonna do here is we're actually going to make Sonic run on this wall here, and we're going to run all the way to the top and skip the entire level. So if you're here, let's see, okay, that worked. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work when you're standing there, but at least if you were aligned, if you have Sonic, like, you know, tilting to the side, like at an angle like this, it's almost always guaranteed going to get you to run on this wall. It's something that you're going to get more and more consistent with practice. But generally, I just like to play Sonic around here, like not entirely the edge. Sometimes here he will fall off. So like around here, and I just tilt him a little bit. So like around the green part. You see what the green part is here? If you just align Sonic so that he's like inside this green part, the trick should work most of the time. So what you're going to want to do when you're on this wall is you're going to want to run all the way to the top. And I'll show you where you're going to run. But you're going to want to make sure that on the way that you're careful to not... bonk yourself, because if you bonk, I'll show you what happens. If you bonk, you're just gonna fall down, and it's pretty easy to bonk. So if I go here and I hit this thing, boom, bonk, I'm off. So you're gonna want to make sure you run around that. And the easiest path to take is just as soon as you get on this wall, you just want to try to go around here at just, you know, this big open space where there's nothing you can bonk on. You just want to go here, and then you're just gonna want to go all the way over here, and you see the blue platform there. That's where you want to go. So you're gonna want to go above here. And if I can quickly land here, and I can show you here, you see how this like vine here, this vine is going to hurt you, by the way. So you have 0 rings, which means you're going to die instantly as you touch it. So you do not want to touch this. So you want to jump and make sure you don't touch this. And if you see, it's got kind of like a curve to it. So you want to jump between that curve without touching it, and then make your way over to that platform over there. You can also just land here if you want to play it safe, you know, or whatever. You just want to make sure you get over here, because this is the end of the level. And then from here, if you don't have any boost left, you want to hit these boost pads. It's usually best to hit these boost pads because you just gain a bit of speed. And then you can use the rest of your boost to get up the wall. But you can also just, you know, boost up the wall here with the remaining boost. And then save a little boost for the last part. Because you want to save a little bit boost when you get up so that you can boost towards the gold ring when you get up. But yeah, hit these dash pads. That's the best way to do it. And then just boost a bit to get a bit of speed. And when you get here, you actually want to, you can either just go straight up, like that's the fastest, most easiest way. But you can actually gain a bit of time by going on the side of the wall, like here. Because if you slip off here, you see you fall off like this. And it comes down to practice, but once you get it down, it means you can just like kind of slip and then fall off and then, you know, launch yourself up here and then immediately boost into the gold ring. And that's the stage. That is the stage, and it's pretty easy. It may give you some trouble at first, but once you get it down, this level is super easy. It is just go over here, and you run on the wall, and you run up here, and you don't even need to boost here. You can just jump off the wall. You don't need to boost. You need to run past that mine there. Boom, you can jump here. You can jump over here. It's a little bit too high there, and then you boost up here, and then you go here, and you jump and you boost. And that's it. And yeah, with optimized, it can get faster, even more faster than this. But we're talking seconds here, like few seconds. So overall, this level is really quick, very easy. You're gonna get it down pretty fast. But if something goes wrong, then you know, just try to trial and error. Sometimes getting a wall run can be kind of annoying. For Waterfall Chase, this level is pretty much a complete normal run from start to finish. There's literally not much optimization you can do to this level at all. It is super simple. So it's really just about knowing the path. And that path is this. Here, though, you want to jump, or at least the game is going to launch you, and then you want to stomp. Then you stomp all the way down here. And something to note real quick if you didn't already know. Those white half circles there, those gates there, they refill your boost to the max. So if you want to worry about your boost meter, as long as you have enough boost to make it to each of these gates, you're fine. So you can hold boost through the entire level. And yeah, so here, you're going to want to, when you land here, you're going to want to like right after this arc, you're going to want to boost here and boost up here and launch yourself here. And you're usually going to land around here. You can take the rainbow ring if you want to. And then you're going to arrive over here. You can either take the dash paths, which is the safer way, and because there's going to be a slow-mo, but you can also use the side here on the right to ramp off and actually save a little bit of time in there. And for this part here, you can either take the swing, which is the safest way, which is basically just, you know, let's see here. Oh, it's fine. I'm going to respawn at the recharge way anyway. There we go. Now there's no more slow-mo. So you can either take, you know, the swing here, which is very easy, and then you can double jump to kind of immediately be able to boost out of it. Or, if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you can go over here onto the third rail here, and you can jump off, and then you can boost over here. But be careful, there is an invisible wall kind of blocking you, and you might bonk into it. That's why the other way is safer. And I also think maybe the other way is faster. So, really just comes down to preference. I don't think it really... You barely lose any time, depending on what you do. Anyway. Here, you're gonna want to make sure you don't get hit. So you can slightly tap left and right, because if you get hit, you immediately fall down like this. And you gotta go all the way down, so you might as well just stomp. So that you're all the way down. And then you gotta boost all the way back to the top. And it's very annoying, so don't do that. So, you get up here, and then when you land, you can boost again. Then you want to go this way, through here. Just make sure you avoid the stones, because if you hit them, then, you know, you take damage and slow down. You can jump here if you want to save a little bit of time. And then just, you know, yeah. Finish the level from start to finish. So, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Just for the sake of it, I'm just going to show how the level looks in one fell swoop. But it really is super basic. Just learn the path, and small optimizations will come here and there. Eventually, this level is going to be like, okay, I want to save like 1 millisecond. Or not 1 millisecond, but I want to save 1 second. And if I don't get that 1 second, it's cringe. Like what happened right there. I'll just restart real quick and show off again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And after this level, Shadow begins, which we'll be taking on in the next episode. And Shadow is where things get a little bit more complicated with the meter and whatnot. So we'll keep that in mind. So we can do it like that, and you can use the double jump to kind of stop your momentum there. And you can go there. But yeah, this level is like one of those places where you can just kind of, you know, you just gotta go through it normally. It is very interesting on all red starvings. It is a very interesting stage for that with some interesting strats. But for any percent no pulse buffer, it is just a dash to the end. And yeah, then you just wait for the gold ring sound. Boom, there you go. You should usually get around 49 to 50 seconds if you just do everything normally. It's not that hard. So very simple level. And yeah, that's gonna end off episode 3. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. You can find useful links and whatnot to our Discord server, Speedrun Discord server, and the Speedrun.com page, and of course the playlist is that has all the episodes in it. And yeah, hope I didn't miss anything, and if you have any questions, make sure to let me know in the comments. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode. So for now, that is Dregon out.